Your brain's about to quit on you in the middle of an important task, and you're reaching for another cup of coffee, knowing it'll just make you crash harder in 2 hours. What if the solution wasn't in your kitchen cabinet, but growing wild outside your window? Plants that ancient scholars used to memorize entire libraries, that monks relied on for mental clarity during days of study, that are backed by modern neuroscience showing measurable improvements in memory, focus, and cognitive speed. Most people don't realize this, but while we're all dependent on caffeine and prescription stimulants, there are plants with compounds that genuinely enhance brain function without the jitters, crashes, or side effects. Today I'm walking you through 20 brain-boosting plants that can sharpen your focus almost immediately. Some you can grow in a pot on your windowsill. Others are probably already in your yard. And number 14 has been shown in clinical trials to improve memory recall by nearly 40% in just 12 weeks. Let's start with the ones that work fast and build toward the truly remarkable ones. Peppermint isn't just for fresh breath. The aroma alone can boost alertness and cognitive performance. Studies show that simply smelling peppermint essential oil improves memory accuracy and increases alertness within minutes. The active compound, menthol, stimulates the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory formation. You can grow peppermint easily, almost too easily since it spreads aggressively. Crush a fresh leaf and inhale deeply when you need instant mental clarity. Some people keep a plant at their desk specifically for this purpose. The effect is immediate, clean, and doesn't involve ingesting anything. But here's where it gets interesting. While peppermint works through aroma, our next plant works through direct neurological action. Bacopa monnieri has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for over 3,000 years, specifically as a brain tonic. Multiple randomized controlled trials show it enhances memory formation, speeds visual information processing, and reduces anxiety that interferes with cognitive performance. This isn't folk medicine hoping to work. This is validated, peer-reviewed science confirming ancient knowledge. The plant grows in wetlands and can be cultivated in containers with consistent moisture. The whole plant is medicinal, typically prepared as a tea or tincture. The catch? Bacopa takes time. You need consistent use for 6 to 12 weeks to see full effects. But those effects are substantial. We're talking about measurable improvements in memory retention and recall speed. Traditional practitioners called it Brahmi, named after Brahma, the creator god, because it was believed to enhance the creative and cognitive aspects of consciousness. Turns out they weren't being metaphorical. Rosemary takes a different approach entirely. Compounds in rosemary, particularly one called eucalyptol, cross the blood-brain barrier and act as acetylcholinesterase inhibitors. That means they prevent the breakdown of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter critical for learning and memory. This is the same mechanism that some Alzheimer's medications use, except rosemary does it naturally. A study found that the aroma of rosemary essential oil significantly improved cognitive performance and mood in healthy adults. Another showed that older adults performed better on memory tests in a room scented with rosemary compared to unscented rooms. You can grow rosemary as a perennial shrub in most climates, use fresh sprigs in cooking, or diffuse the essential oil while working. Shakespeare wrote that rosemary is for remembrance. He wasn't being poetic. He was passing along knowledge that everyone in his time understood. Now we're moving into the category of plants that don't just support brain function, but actively enhance it beyond baseline. Gotu kola has a reputation in traditional medicine systems across Asia as perhaps the most important brain-enhancing herb. Studies show it improves cognitive function, reduces anxiety, and may actually enhance the formation of new neural connections. Animal research suggests it promotes nerve growth factor production, which supports the health and growth of neurons. The plant grows as a creeping ground cover in tropical and subtropical regions. You can eat the fresh leaves in salads or prepare them as tea. Traditional use involved eating a few fresh leaves daily for sustained mental clarity and memory enhancement. Some herbalists claim regular use over months produces noticeable improvements in learning speed and mental endurance. There's a legend that a Chinese herbalist who lived to be over 200 years old attributed his longevity and mental sharpness to daily go-to cola. Whether you believe the age claim or not, the plant's effects on cognitive function are documented in modern studies. But if you want fast-acting focus enhancement, nothing beats our next category. Ginkgo biloba might be the most researched brain herb in existence. Hundreds of studies have examined its effects on cognitive function, memory, and cerebral blood flow. The evidence shows that ginkgo improves blood circulation to the brain, acts as an antioxidant protecting neurons from damage, and enhances the transmission of neural signals. Multiple meta-analyses confirm that ginkgo extract improves cognitive function in both healthy adults and those with cognitive decline. We're talking about better attention, faster processing speed, improved working memory. The effects appear within hours of taking a dose, though they're more pronounced with regular use. The trees can live for over 1,000 years, and some of the oldest specimens in China are considered sacred, protected as living monuments. The leaves are harvested in fall, dried, and prepared as extracts or teas. Standardized extracts are widely available and well studied. What makes ginkgo fascinating is that it's one of the oldest living tree species, virtually unchanged for 200 million years. It survived the dinosaur extinction. Individual trees survived the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, sprouting new growth from scorched trunks. There's something poetic about a plant that's endured that long also being the one that helps human brains endure and perform. The next 5 plants work through completely different mechanisms, and one of them has effects so pronounced that researchers initially didn't believe the results. Lion's mane mushroom isn't technically a plant, but it deserves mention here because of what it does for cognitive function. Studies show that compounds in lion's mane stimulate the production of nerve growth factor, encouraging the growth and repair of neurons. Human trials demonstrate improved cognitive function in older adults with mild cognitive impairment. The effects aren't subtle either. We're talking about measurable improvements in memory, focus, and mental clarity within weeks. Lion's mane grows on dead hardwood trees, producing distinctive white cascading spines that look like a lion's mane. You can cultivate it, forage it responsibly, or find it as a supplement. Traditional Chinese medicine considered it a tonic for the 5 internal organs and used it specifically for cognitive support and digestive health. What researchers found remarkable was that lion's mane appears to actually support neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells, something scientists once thought was impossible in adults. Taking a supplement that demonstrably helps your brain repair and grow itself? That's not subtle folk medicine, that's profound. Bacopa monnieri takes a different route entirely. This creeping herb from wetlands has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years, specifically for memory and learning. Modern research confirms it works, but here's the catch: you need patience. Studies show Bacopa improves memory formation, information processing, and learning speed, but the effects build gradually over 8 to 12 weeks of consistent use. You won't feel anything the first day or even the first week, but people who stick with it report something interesting. Information retention improves, learning new skills becomes easier, mental fatigue decreases. The plant contains compounds called bacosides that appear to enhance neurotransmitter function and protect brain cells from oxidative damage. Traditional students in India would take Bacopa preparations before intensive study periods, knowing it enhanced their ability to absorb and retain information. Here's where it gets interesting. While ginkgo gives you immediate blood flow benefits and lion's mane stimulates neural growth, Bacopa fundamentally improves how your brain processes and stores information. Different mechanism, different timeline, different result. If you're learning something complex or trying to retain large amounts of information, Bacopa is the long game that pays off. Now we're getting to the stimulants, and these work faster than anything we've discussed. Yerba mate contains caffeine, but it's packaged with other compounds that create a different experience than coffee. People describe clean energy without jitters, sustained focus without the crash. Studies confirm that mate improves mental focus, reaction time, and alertness, while also providing antioxidant benefits. The traditional preparation involves steeping the dried leaves in a gourd and sipping through a metal straw. South American cultures have used mate for centuries as a social beverage and cognitive enhancer. What makes it different from coffee is the combination of caffeine with theobromine and other compounds that smooth out the stimulant effect. You get the alertness without the anxiety spike that high-dose caffeine can cause. For people who are sensitive to coffee or experience crashes, mate offers an alternative that still delivers genuine cognitive enhancement. It's not placebo, it's not subtle. You feel more alert, more focused, more mentally available within 30 minutes. Rhodiola rosea operates through yet another pathway. This Arctic root is an adaptogen, meaning it helps your body and brain handle stress more effectively. Studies show rhodiola reduces mental fatigue, improves concentration under stressful conditions, and helps maintain cognitive performance during demanding tasks. Russian cosmonauts and athletes used rhodiola specifically for maintaining mental and physical performance under extreme conditions. The root grows in cold mountainous regions and has been used in Scandinavian and Russian traditional medicine for centuries. You take it when you're facing sustained mental demands, deadline pressure, or situations requiring focus despite stress or fatigue. Within hours, mental fog lifts. That grinding fatigue that makes thinking feel like wading through mud? Rhodiola cuts through it. What's fascinating is how different these mechanisms are. Ginkgo increases blood flow. Lion's mane grows neurons. Bacopa improves information processing. Mate stimulates directly. Rhodiola reduces stress interference. Your brain has multiple ways it can underperform, and these plants address different bottlenecks. The final plant in this category might surprise you. Peppermint. Simple, common peppermint has documented cognitive effects. Studies show that even the aroma of peppermint essential oil improves alertness, memory, and processing speed. Drinking peppermint tea produces similar effects. The mechanisms aren't fully understood, but the results are measurable. Traditional use included peppermint for mental clarity and alertness during long meetings or study sessions. Modern research validates this completely. Inhaling peppermint scent before a test improves performance. Having peppermint tea during mentally demanding work sustains focus. The effect is subtle compared to stimulants, but genuine and side effect free. What strikes me most about this entire collection is how specific these plants are. They're not vague tonics or wishful thinking. Each one works through documented mechanisms affecting particular aspects of brain function: blood flow, neural growth, stress response, neurotransmitter activity, direct stimulation. Our ancestors didn't understand the biochemistry, but they understood the effects clearly enough to preserve this knowledge for centuries. Modern neuroscience is essentially confirming what traditional herbalists knew through careful observation. These plants genuinely enhance cognitive function. The question isn't whether they work. Multiple studies across decades confirm they do. The question is which mechanisms your brain needs support with right now. Sluggish circulation? Ginkgo. Neural repair and growth? Lion's mane? Information retention? Bacopa. Clean stimulation? Mate? Stress interference? Rhodiola. Quick alertness? Peppermint or rosemary. Different tools for different jobs. The forgotten part isn't that these plants exist. Most are still commercially available. The forgotten part is the knowledge that your brain's performance is partly under your control through simple, safe, plant-based interventions that humans have used successfully for thousands of years. That's what got lost when we decided everything important had to come from a pharmacy. Your brain doesn't need proprietary formulations. It needs what it's always needed: better circulation, reduced inflammation, supported neurotransmitter function, protection from oxidative damage. These plants provide exactly that, the same way they always have. The knowledge was never lost. It just got buried under the assumption that real medicine has to be complicated and expensive. Start with one plant, grow it, use it, notice what changes, then add another. Your ancestors didn't need permission from studies to know these worked, but now you've got both the traditional wisdom and the scientific validation. The tools for a sharper mind have been waiting in plain sight this whole time.